In Memphis, nothing comes easy, and that's exactly how we like it. This is a city built on hustle, on heart, on grit. And at Carway, our rides are built the same way. Tough, reliable, ready for the grind. No games, no gimmicks, just Memphis-style service. Real, honest, and built on trust. Where grit meets grind, you meet your next ride. Carway, grit, grind, and Pink Beetles. In Memphis, we know a thing or two about resilience. From the grindhouse to the Delta, we protect what's ours. But when pests invade your home, it's time to fight back. Grade A Pest knows how to handle what crawls, flies, and bites. With local experience and guaranteed results.
I'm Reggie with Grade A Pest Control. We service the Memphis metro area. That also includes DeSoto and Fayette County as well.
Grade A Pest has the entire Mid-South covered. So if bugs and pests put you to the test, let Grade A solve your problem. Bluff City Media presents the No Bluffing Podcast. Stepping up to the microphone are your hosts, Christian Ingram and Evan Hayes. Now, let's get to the show.
Grizz Nation, what's going on? I am Chris Ingram.
And I am Evan Hayes.
And this is the No Bluffing Podcast, where we keep it all the way real, all the way raw, and all the way honest about everything Grizzlies. Glad to be back for another episode. I don't know what's going on, Evan. It looked like something's wrong with our stream. So if it's in the stream, please let us know. If you're here, you can see us, if you can hear us. I don't know what's going on, but yeah. Something off the string, it seemed like. But it's all good.
Hey, it looks good on my end. I don't know what you're looking at, but hey, it looks good on my end.
It's something with the actual, like, the stream itself. It ain't it's not casting out correctly. Yeah, so. But it's all good. We're going to fight through the screen.
Facts, as always.
And the stream. If y'all are watching on the playback, definitely, tap in with us. We appreciate you. But Evan, my boy, how was your week, man? Tell me something good.
Well, as you know, and some people know that follow me, I celebrate my 22nd birthday this past weekend. So the whole
happy birthday, my boy.
Appreciate it. So the whole kind of week was kind of leading up to that. It was an off week, so we had no track meet that weekend. So I was able to just, do my work, go to practice, and then I actually went home for the weekend to actually celebrate my birthday for the first time since I've been in college at home, so that was nice, being with my family and all that. It was a pretty long day. Had some business stuff to attend to. I feel like I'm getting like an adult now because the fact you have to still do work for my birthday. But all in all, it was a good time. I enjoyed being with my mother, my father, my grandmother, my brother. Have you ever ate in Memphis the Tiger and Peacock, that like in Cooper Young area in like a
Never.
Okay, so I didn't know what that was either. In the comments, y'all let us know. But that was like my birthday dinner. It was like a rooftop on the Cooper Young area. So that was dope, like real dope music, real like dope aesthetic vibe. They gave us these small ass portions of food. I'm like, what is we doing?
Sound about right.
Like
that's why I'm full up over there. That sound about right.
The music was great. They had the drinks. All that was smooth. But I wish I had my Bible because it's literally the plate was the size of my 10 by 10 Bible. So that was fun. And I actually went out downtown on Bill, which I never do. If you know me, if Chris knows this, Evan is an inside fella. So shout out my homeboys back home for actually. Exactly. Shout out my fellas back home. Actually forced me to go outside. Definitely was out for too long, but I think I should be a normal 22-year-old and actually hang out sometime. So all in all, it was a good week. Another week of grinding, another week of getting things done, and always another week closer to graduation because that's the main goal right now. But all in all, good week. Blessed to see another year. Thank you for all the birthday wishes, and that's all. How about you, Chris? How was your week?
Man, I ain't got nothing really too crazy to report. Family got health and wealth. You know, we got back from. I said, well, yeah, I'm speaking to this wealth. Absolutely, health is wealth.
Facts.
Got back from the vacation that we took Disney World to a family car that will not work. So our family holiday we get around with all together will not start up. I got to get that joint actually towed tomorrow.
Yeah.
So that they can go ahead and begin work getting done on it. They were backed up. So other than that, you know, I can't complain, man. I ain't gonna complain about that either, because shit, it could have happened when we was on the road on vacation, and it didn't. So thank the Lord for that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna count my blessing where I can.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I got nothing to complain about. Definitely glad to talk about the Grizzlies and everything going on in the sports realm this week for sure, man. So I know last week we kind of popped it off the first half of the episode. Getting on J. Cole, man.
Oh my goodness!
I have not revisited the album. I won't start it up this week, but I will try to revisit it and try to change my opinions. I don't know if it's gonna change, but we'll try. Everybody I won't say everybody. The J. Cole fans have been saying it's been getting better as they listen to it. I haven't given it another chance to do that. We'll try. I will be a good sport and try to give it another shot. I just can't tell you when, my brother.
I think you should get all this week. You know, we don't have a lot of Grizzly basketball this week. I feel like that's a great time to listen to a great album. You know, you just got off of Valentine's Day. You're feeling good. He's with your wife. He's with your family. The good energy. Bring that good energy into a great album.
I was listening to tell you what I was listening to. With no goddamn J. Cole. I tell you that. I care about him calling folks punk bitches and all kind of stuff. No, I wasn't listening to J. Cole. I was listening to R&B.
Okay, behind the scenes for the No Bluffin, I sent Chris a video of me jamming out to J. Cole for like 45 seconds, and he played. He said, He said, "Why? I don't want to hear a grown ass man call another grown man for me 34 times."
What are we doing?
Like,
what are we doing?
And I couldn't even say nothing at that point because, like, hey, I can't get through to him. Clearly, I can't get through to Chris. I'm like, I'm gonna let him be.
You thought I was gonna get through to you. No, the man sent me a video of max volume of him screaming, yelling in his car, "Punk bitch!" What am I supposed to do with that? What am I supposed to do with that? Like, come on, bro.
You gotta listen to the words. You gotta listen to the full.
Punk bitch. What is that?
Before it gets to that, before the lines that lead up to that. Running my fade, come get these ones. Don't bring the gun, don't bring your hammer.
PB.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
That's all I heard was PB, PB, PB. I was like an old person. Like, that's all they saying in the rap song.
Yes, you do sound you in your 30s, you sound your 50s, bro. Like, come on, man.
Bro. My bad, dog. Well, it is time for the No Bluffing news, man, where we talk about things going on in the sports realm, the pop world, all that, pop culture, all that good stuff. Got some good ones this week. We're going to start off popping it off with a little sad one, man. I ain't going to hold you. It's sad for me anyway. We're going to pop it off with Chris Paul has announced he's retiring. He did get a release from the Toronto Raptors, for those that don't know. He did go back home to the Clippers. It started out as a terrible, what was supposed to be a farewell tour. Really went bad quickly. And they sent him home months ago. It's been months. I know they sent him home. They were supposed to be working on a new destination for him. And it happens. The trade deadline, they sent him to Toronto. Toronto waived him, and he said, "You know what? I'm sick of this shit. I'm not coming back. I'm done. That's it for me."
Yeah.
So what's your thoughts, man? I'll give mine, save mine for after you. But just what's your thoughts on CP3 retiring, hanging it up, and moving on to greener pastures?
Yeah, you hate to see a legend of the game who's arguably top 5 in his position, top 3, you can ask some people, not getting the full farewell tour, being that he's given so much to the game of basketball, not the game of basketball giving it back to him. So You hate to see that. We understand it's a results-based business. Like, he wasn't 2011, 2012 Chris Paul. He wasn't even 2020 Chris Paul. But I feel like with his basketball IQ and his experience, I feel like he can add to a lot of basketball teams. But when you hear the reports that he was clashing with Tyronn Lue and saying and kind of getting the Clippers players to not listen to Tyronn Lue, like I can understand why certain franchises wouldn't want that in their locker room. Does that take away from the great basketball mind Chris Paul is? No. Does that take away from the 9-time All NBA defensively, the multi-time All-Star, multi-time first team All NBA, like all the accolades he's ever been, took a team to the finals, like every team he's been on has been successful. Like that doesn't take all that away from him. So I hate to see it. Of course, as a Grizzly fan, we have our own personal relationship with Chris Paul, being at all the battles that we had with him in the early 2010s with the Lob City Clippers. So I grew up disliking Chris Paul. But as I got older and as I started watching basketball more, I understood how much of a savant he is and how well he knows and understands the game. So all due respect to Chris Paul, I hate that he couldn't have the full year, but that's how it is in the NBA. And I wish he could have got the full year. I wish he could have got like the last All-Star treatment, maybe like, they did with Dirk and D-Wade all those years. I was hoping that type of thing, but my childhood is ending, man. Like he's just the last. We have one more guy of the Banana Boat crew, and that's LeBron James. And we'll talk about him later in the All-Star break. So my childhood is ending before my eyes, and Chris Paul's the next one to go. And due respect to him for not trying to stay ready to host. He just said, if y'all don't want to rock with me, I want to rock with y'all. Like respect to him for not just trying to cling on to a team halfway through the end of the year too. So respect for him. Like, hey, y'all don't want my services. I'm gonna go home and spend time with my son and my wife. So shout out to Chris Paul. You're a legend. In my opinion, you're top 5 all-time in your position. Maybe I'll give him probably 5. I'm struggling between 4 and 5 with him. But all in all, he's a legend, first ballot Hall of Famer, and salute on a great career.
Yeah, man. CP was probably I probably told you the story before. T-Mac was my first favorite NBA player ever.
Yeah.
But when it came to point guards, for me, CP3 was the first one that I was like, okay, this is a guy that I want to kind of play like and mimic his game. Like I love the playmaking, setting your teammates up. Everything that he was doing in the Hornets jersey, love that. Then he goes to the Clippers, and I'm like, you know what, forget this dude because we're battling with him all the time. Yeah. So we had some great battle, much respect, like you said, off the court, or in the locker room stuff. We can't speak on that because we wasn't there. But a lot of people don't like him for whatever reason. I get it. But at the end of the day, like you said, it is a great going down in NBA history. We could have just got a little bit better start for him. But these things don't always go like that, man. We saw what happened to Melo. He didn't really get that send off as well either. His career, he was kind of fighting. And then when you look at the landscape of the NBA, where was Chris Paul gonna go? I was talking to my wife about it last night. Where is he gonna go to chase a ring this year? You know what I'm saying? It would just be kind of hard to choose because you want to say somewhere like the Warriors where he's been. We don't know what they're gonna do. The Lakers, no, there's no point in him going there. It's just really not a lot of landing spots for him. You know what I'm saying? So, a team like Houston
that needs a point guard, he could be a backup for Amen Thompson. That's what I was thinking because I was thinking about this yesterday when this happened. So I would like him to see a return to Houston. That's just me personally. I wouldn't mind see him play for Cleveland to be James' backup. Being that him and James have a history of playing together. So those are the two teams that were in my head that I could see, being a 13, 14 guy on the bench, but that was just my thinking.
Thought about it, and my first thought was the Houston situation probably didn't end the best.
Yeah.
That relationship may not be the best right there. And then, too, I don't think him and James Harden like each other at all. They goes back to even as recent as this year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
So I think that relationship on both ends was, and that's my thing. I was sitting there, I'm like, what team could he go to? Maybe the Magic, but they're not a surefire contender. I can't think of nobody outside of maybe the Boston Celtics because Tatum is going to come back that may make some kind of sense from that standpoint, but they champions. What they need him for? You know what I'm saying? I don't know, bro. But salute to him on an amazing career. Like I said, one of my favorite point guards to go down. I used to love the matchups with him and Deron Williams. That was just peak highlight of my childhood point guard play. But salute to him, man. And we'll see what happens on this next journey for him. For a guy that didn't retire, but got released today, the Dolphins did release Tyreek Hill, all-pro receiver, Pro Bowl receiver, just one of the best receivers in the NFL. What's your thoughts on that, man? I know they've been kind of having some iffy stuff going on the last year with him and his relationship with Tua, the coaching situation. It's been just a rocky franchise. What's your thoughts on them letting him go? And then what team do you want to see either pursue him or him to kind of pursue to kind of, I guess, finish off his career?
When I saw this go across, I was actually watching First Take like live. So when they figured out, I figured out at the same time. So, of course, Tyreek Hill, like you said, one of the best wide receivers this generation, but he's also coming off a severe knee dislocation injury where he tore his ACL, MCL, and PCL. So, one of his things is speed. So, the fact that is a chance being negated going back, his value in the market may not be as high as you think. But being that he is such a freak athlete, I would love to see him go to a team like the Chiefs again, because clearly they need another explosive receiver outside Xavier Worthy. A team like the Ravens, a team like the Bills, like these guys that have solidified quarterback, even like the Bengals. No, probably not the Bengals. They probably don't have enough money to pay him, Chase, and Higgins. Probably not.
That's cheating anyway.
Yeah, they don't have that much money. But yes, the Chiefs, the Ravens, the Bills, and I gotta shout you out, your Denver Broncos as well. Because I feel like all those teams I named, y'all have the worst receiving core of all the teams I just named.
That's a fact.
I feel like Bo Nix could really use a deep threat that could really open up y'all offense. And speaking on Tyreek Hill, I think it was about time for him and the Miami Dolphins to kind of end that relationship. Maybe the first 8 games of the first year was good. And then it just kind of fell off after that because, like you said, things with Tua, him and Mike McDaniel didn't get along. He got in some trouble off the field. So it's just when you put a guy in a different situation, sometimes it just doesn't gel. And that's what I feel like happened with him and the Dolphins. On paper, they thought they could have made one of the best offenses in the league.
That's a fact.
It just didn't work. They had him, Jalen Waddles, you got Devon Achane. Like, you had weapons all around you. But whether it's the scheme wasn't right or you didn't have the right guy distributing the ball, it just didn't work. So you can even come back. So he has a lot of options. I feel like a lot of teams can use a guy of his talent and just having on the field the magnitism that he has, like the gravity he has on the field is unmatched with not many guys in the league. So I want him to find a destination. I want him to be on a winner because, not gonna lie, not even just saying as a guy that likes Patrick Mahomes, like just having Tyreek Hill in the playoffs, I miss that. Just having a guy that at the spur of the moment, he can flip a game. Like those type of guys playing competitive football. So I want Tyreek Hill to be back on the contender. If it's the Chiefs, it's the Broncos, as long as he's playing competitive football, I'm happy.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna throw my hat in there early. I would love to have that man on the Broncos, bro. We need a vertical threat. We need a playmaker like no other. I argue if you put him next to Cortland Sutton, which is a possession guy, third down guy. We got Pat Bryant that's coming up, which will probably be our best receiver, pending us going into the market, getting somebody in the next couple of years. You put them 3 guys with Bo Nix and give us a running back like this, a solid one, man. Ooh.
Thanks.
Shout out to David Owens to catch us live, man. He said Sean Payton loves.
That's funny. Issues. That's true. That is very true. Actually, y'all may be the front runners because of that. Hey, he's not wrong.
Hey, give me a championship. I don't give a damn. Long, you know what? Let me stop because I do give a damn about what you do outside of the.
I'm like, as a Grizzlies fan, I feel like as a Grizzlies fan, we cannot say that. We don't have any room to say that.
Yeah. Let me leave that alone. But yeah, man, just get somewhere where you can compete. I would love to have you in Denver. I just throw that out there. Even if it's a reclamation project, you coming off an injury, if we can get them for, a little or nothing, I would definitely love that. But we have space. Well, Russell Westbrook is off. Russell Wilson is off the books finally. So thank the Lord. We ain't got to pay that money no more. We got money to spend and play in free agency. So salute to Tyreek. Let's see what happens next season, man. Let's get it on the most important news topic, which is the Allstar Weekend. Started off a little iffy for me personally, but it ended really well in my opinion. On Friday night, you had the normal celebrity game. You had the Rising Stars Challenge, which was, it was decent. I can't really complain too much on that. Saturday night, or Saturday, I guess you can say afternoon, was absolutely garbage in my opinion. Especially because of start time. Like, why are we starting 4 o'clock Central on All-Star Saturday night? Like, Bro, I'm out
the
running
Olympics.
errands. I'm like, what is going on? Like, this is crazy.
Yeah, but it's the
And that
Olympics
makes
though.
sense what
Yeah,
you said.
the Olympics. I didn't know until this year. I didn't know that the the Winter Olympics takes precedent over the NBA. Like I did not understand that like at all. But apparently, yeah, I get it. But I on paper, but no, maybe I'm just not that conscious about the Olympics. But I didn't think the Winter Olympics was that big where it moves TV slots. I didn't know that until this year.
Oh no, it's international. I get that. My only gripe is why would Peacock/NBC try to take on the rights of both? Like if you knew you had the Olympics, why you didn't let
ESPN or TNT have it just needs for some? Yeah.
I guess DC took over TNT role and it's always been on TNT. So I get, man, y'all gotta do better, bro. Like I'm sorry, I get it, the money, I get it was terrible. But give me your thoughts on the whole weekend. How'd you feel about it? Do you feel like yesterday what we saw on Sunday, do you feel like it saved the All-Star Weekend by any means?
If we're talking about just Sunday, I think I was texting you. I was taking my boy Jared Davis, and I enjoyed everything I saw on Sunday. But I don't feel like the format was the thing. It was just the guys giving a damn. Like we could go back to East-West. We can go back to the team this person. But it all comes down to guys want to play ball. And shout out Wemby. He set the tone. In the first game, he was blocking shots. He was crashing the boards. He was playing hard. It seemed like everyone else matched that energy. So if we can say that these young guys and younger generation of guys can continue with that and they actually want to play, yes, you could say it saved it. But all it took was just one guy, a younger star like Wemby, who has a chance to be one of the faces of the NBA for the next 2, 3, 4 years, just saying, all right, let's go hoop. And then you got another guy on the other side for the world side, for the USA side, Anthony Edwards, matching his energy, trying to get MVP, which he did, playing well, talking cash, cursing on the dang live television. Like, you want that type of competition. So if you have to keep it USA versus world to have that little bit international, like, type of, I don't want to say animosity, but like that international beef going on, keep it. Because clearly East and West wasn't working for the past 2 years. And only like the only year that it worked with like the team captain was the Kobe year, RP Kobe, when he died. And then 2021 was the year after where they played competitive and it came down to like the last possession. So if this format works, if it takes the USA guys to play the international guys so they can get that crown back, because for the past like 6, 7, 8 years, the international guys have been killing. Like we haven't had an American-born MVP since James Harden. The finals MVPs for most of these past championships outside of the Warriors, outside of the Celtics, the Raptors have been international guys. So if this is a change of the guard, I love it. But when it comes to the whole weekend, it was kind of up and down for me. I normally don't watch the celebrity game, but I just had to watch because number Glover really was playing. Of course, person from Memphis. It was a track athlete under the grass. He was playing. So I had guys like Ashley, like I really wanted to watch. It made me so mad the fact that Jeremy Lin and Taco Fall, who are real professional basketball players, playing the celebrity game. I'm like, you was just Taco. You was just in the league like 2 years ago. That should be a disservice to you. Like, why are you in the game? Jeremy Lin, you just won a championship in 2019 with the Toronto Raptors. You were on an NBA roster 7 years ago. Why are you playing a celebrity game? Like, let the celebrities hoop. Like, I want to see who was the Keenan Allen he played with. I want to see Keenan Allen play ball. Like, see these two up there. I don't need to see actual NBA guys like in the like. I hate that. When it comes to the like team skill challenge, I personally always enjoy that. They had the young guys, they had the Knicks. Like I always like the team skill challenges. I enjoy that. I know we saw Corey Maggette make a return, being that it was in LA and he played for the Clippers, so that was cool to see him. I know the Knicks had Allen Houston, so I like to see like some of the older generation of past NBA players play. We got to talk about Saturday, the freaking dunk contest, bro. Oh my God.
We don't.
He said we don't got it. There's nothing to talk about. Bro. Okay, I got first thing to say. The 3-point shootout was good. It was entertaining. Devin Booker, Dame Lillard, Knippel final. I really wanted Cam Spencer to be in it, but I understand they want to go like the stars route, so I understand. So I really don't have too many gripes about that. Dame did his thing, shot well, cool. But this is the first year when I literally did not know all the guys in the dunk contest. I knew 2 of them. I knew Jackson Hayes. I knew Jace Richardson. I didn't know who the other 2 dudes was. And that's terrible to them be playing on All-Star Weekend. Like guys that can't even crack their normal rotations is playing on All-Star Weekend.
At least we know who Mac McClung was.
Exactly. We knew who Mac McClung was. He was a high school sensation, played well in college, and, white boy that can jump. We understand that. But I don't know what to do about this dunk contest, man. Like, I don't get paid to make those decisions, but it's been ever since 2020 when Aaron Gordon got robbed. I know Mac McClung's been good, but we haven't had like a full collection of dunkers like do well in a long time. So it's just, I hate to see it.
These dudes, they just too cool. But like, it's really not fixed. Put that out last after the game. I'm like, the game itself was entertaining finally, or it had some type of give a damn to it. You know what I'm saying? But the problem is that's all we've been asking for like the last 10 years. Just give a damn about the game, bro. And when it comes down to the 3-point, when it comes down to the skills challenge, which Wemby and Chris Paul just made a mockery of that shit last year with the way they were literally grabbing the balls, just toss them. Like, what even making them like when you do stuff like that, bro? Like, it's gonna be hard to save anything. Just try. Like, I don't understand where we got to the point where like it's too cool to try. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody too cool to run. Everybody too cool to actually like just perform, bro. So I mean, that's really what it comes down to, the dunk contest. Like, just get guys in there. I can't say it because people just give a damn about the history of the game. Like, that's really what it comes down to. I heard Vince Carter and T-Mac, they got a podcast now called Cousins, and they were talking about like all the dunks we've seen them and stuff like that. Bro, who cares, bro? I would much rather go see John Morant just go do a windmill, or Ant Edwards do a behind the back front flip, or whatever we done seen. Like, I don't care, but I would much rather go see something like that. I'm trying to think of some guys out there and that's really like dunkers like that. That's actually playing. Peyton Watson. I don't know. I'm just throwing names out there. Like, go jump over a Toyota Camry or something. I don't care, bro. Like, it could be as simple as that. We don't have to go get the guys off the street or the guys that's in Rucker Park doing all these crazy things, but like, just make it more entertaining with guys by the name of their profile. I don't care what nobody say. I'm with Stephen A. because I was saying this years ago. It's LeBron's fault, bro. If LeBron would have did it years ago, it would have made it cool and a thing to do. Him not doing it made it to where these guys that are the top guys in the NBA, they just don't give a damn.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that because in that same podcast you were talking about, I'm surprised you didn't mention it, T-Mac and Vince Carter said that the NBA offered them $2 million, LeBron, I feel like Kobe, $1 million to do the dunk contest together. And they all declined except Vince. Who cares?
He cared about it.
Yeah, because Vince cared. Like, Vince actually wanted to bring that showmanship to the dunk contest. So to your point, is everybody knows how I get about LeBron. He's my GOAT and all that. But being that he has been the face of the league for the past 10, 15 plus years, and he has been the standard bearer and everything goes as LeBron goes, this is a hint on his legacy, in my opinion.
Yep.
Because LeBron is probably one of, if not the most gifted athlete we've seen come across the NBA. He's 6'9", 260, can jump out the gym, run a 4.4. We've seen him do everything in the pregame lineups, all the windmill, all between the legs. He can do everything in the air, but and it was even one year in 2009 where he said he was going to do the dunk contest. But that was the last year he was in Cleveland. So the next year he was in Miami. So I guess he didn't want to be like the villain in like the whole dunk contest. Like, but who cares? Exactly. Cares? So yes, I do put the blame on LeBron. That's why I'm hoping the fact that we saw it in the All-Star game, like the younger guys like Wemby and Ant taking it seriously. Hopefully we can get these. I don't know who to say. Like, if we have a rookie coming in or like that's just really punching that thing, like these type of guys, like, okay, we finna change the guard. Yeah, AJ DeBonsa. Yeah, Darren Peterson, because Darren Peterson can dunk a little bit too.
He can dunk, right?
Like if these young guys come in, get the athletes.
You know what? Bro, that what oh my God, you probably unlocked the shit. I would much rather have the top 4 rookies as far as athleticism. Make them out of, I ain't gonna say make them, because you can't make nobody do shit. I want to make sure I'm choosing my words wisely. But like, if that was the case, I would love to see that. The top 4 rookies that are dunkers, them in the dunk contest. This is y'all ushering in the new era of the NBA. I would BJ Edgecombe this year.
He would be crazy. Yeah.
Said coward. Like them
Yeah.
guys, I would rather watch that than a dude that I will never see again. And the highlight of his dunk contest was him doing the goddamn Dougie after every dunk or the bay dance. Like, bro, come on. Like, come on. But yeah, that's really what it comes down. I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm gonna get off of it. You know how I don't want to call him dude. That's just what kind of what I've been saying over lately.
What did you on? Don't start today. Don't start today.
Whether he's here or not.
Okay.
If I was doing free, which I've said this on this show and on Twitter before, I would do it for free for a whole year.
Mm-hmm.
If I was PR in the Ja Morant camp or business or whatever we want to call it, LLC, whatever. If we're talking about PR moves to get you back in the good graces of the league, social media, corporate sponsorships, both for the league and for you, I would absolutely make sure your name is in that list next year for the dunk contest.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's the one thing that Ja can do to kind of help clean up his image across the board for everybody. Go out there and dominate in the freak. Ja Morant, of all the sins that y'all said he's committed on and off the court, he saved the freaking dunk contest. Okay, all right, let's get back on this side.
Yeah.
That's my one plea that would help clear that whole shit. That's for free. I'll charge y'all, like I said, a year from now for everything else. But
I do have a question that you brought up. Well, it makes me think of that, like you said, that if Ja can do it. But I did see some, because Steph's like, what's the difference between the 3-point contest and the dunk contest? Because like Steph literally said he's doing it next year because he wants to go band for band with Dame to see who can get the most like all-star. He said, I'm gonna get him, I'm gonna get Clay. Like he showed the DM of sending Dame the DM, like, all right, let's go. Like we've seen the shooters, like the past few years, the 3-point contest has been more of a competition and more of a show than the dunk contest. So what is it, do you think, about the 3-point contest where guys want to put their pride on the line or put their reputation on the line compared to the dunk contest? The
shooters, they don't care. They not too cool. Like they want to know that, all right, who's the best shooter? And you got to get in there and at least a couple of times and get you a couple of championships. Like Cat will go down probably is the best shooting big man of all time, not only for his percentages on the court, but he's actually went into the 3-point contest and proved it. Like he's got, I think, 2, maybe.
He got 2. Yeah, I know he got 1 for sure. Yeah.
And if not, like I know he's competed at a high level in it. So it's one of them things where like them dudes, they not too cool to go over there and shoot. Everybody, like even when you go into a gym, bro, everybody, they have a backpack on. Let me get a shot. Like everybody got a shot, no matter what. And that's what blows me about the dunk contest, because everybody can pick up a basketball and go in a driveway, and you know what I'm saying, and shoot a basketball, work on their shot. It's only the gifted by God, you know, athletes that can go out there and do the wild stuff that they do on the court when it comes to the dunk contest, bro. So like I said, Ja Morant, this is my plea to you. You know, forget everything else, and whether you hear or not, you know, I'm still sending you my support, even through all the stuff that's went down. If you're on another team, bro, just for your mental, just for your business and all of that, bro, get in that dunk contest next year. And go kill it.
Just the image, you can just imagine like all the still images of Ja in a dunk contest, like all the Nike campaigns you could do off of that. Like you could literally do, like you said, reverse PR campaign and change the whole image. Nike could be like, he could tag like it or rise above the hate, literally with him dunking. Like you could do so many things with that, layup, like bro. Just a layup. And I just hate that I can come and watch a college basketball game on a Thursday night and see guys really attack the rim and get on the rim better than the guys that's actually doing a dunk contest. Like, I tweet this the other day, like Billy Richmond is I'm not saying we're friends. I was just going to say his name, bro. I'm not saying he's a friend of mine, but like we know of each other. We used to play together on a team, like when we was like in 6th or 7th grade. But he gets on the rim and attacks the rim like a Memphis dude. I don't want to say the other word, but he attacked like a Memphis dude, and he tears their rim down every single time. The kid from Michigan State, I think his name is Carr. I think that's his name. Where he's like violently killing the rim every single, no matter if it's a lob or anything. Like these guys want to attack the rim. Why can't we take that same intensity for guys that are getting paid even more, have even on paper even more athleticism, have more all of that? Why can't we see the same thing? Like I hate that the parallel is so vast and so different on that.
Right. I don't know, bro. I have no clue. Shout out to Wayno in the chat. Shout out to Wayno. He said dude could print money if he get that. Absolutely.
For real.
He go out there and wipe his ass with money. He went out there next year and did it. 100%. But yeah, man, that's all we got on that. When we come back, did I get my thoughts on it?
No, I kind of took my fault.
My bad.
Yeah,
you good. Yeah. I'm gonna go real quick and we'll get off of it. I would just say this, like you said, the celebrities. I understand we're in the era of streaming. Like they want to get the streamers, and I think it was a couple K-pop people out there, but like, bro, I understand business. I understand you want to get as many eyes, no matter what the eyes look like on there. But you, at some point, still have to make sure that the game is cool. Like you have to make sure the fabric of the NBA and basketball that has pushed it to the heights that it is internationally, you have to make sure that you can still have that fabric within there. So I'm not saying that you can't have a couple, but when I go out and I look on that court, the biggest thing that stood out to me is like I don't know hardly nobody out here. Like I didn't hardly know nobody, bro. Like I'm like, no, this ain't what I grew up on. Like I know you ain't gonna see the Chris Browns and the Quavos and them no more than likely. But like, and do we have them? Like, who are the new celebrities of today? Like, where are those people? Not the streamers. I got it. Like Consonant, I get him. The big guys or big gals, I get them. But like, we got to do better, bro. That's all I can say. Like, where are the actors? Where are the artists? Where are the comedians? Where are the other crossing the different leagues? I saw Mookie Betts was out there on the sideline. Mookie, why your ass ain't on the court? Like, it's got to be better in that regard. Glorilla was the highlight, and it's Glorilla. Like, so I need that to be better. Saturday night was trash. We talked about what needs to happen with that. And Sunday, all I got on is this, bro. Whether it's the format you did yesterday, whether it's going back to East and West, I don't care. Hopefully, them dudes just care.
Yeah.
If they care, it don't matter what yesterday's format could have easily flopped, and we could be on here and on social media saying that shit was stupid. It didn't work. We tired of Silver in his tournaments. He won a tournament for a tournament. We sick of it. Yeah. But it didn't flop because them dudes just went out there and played. So all that tells me is take the shit back to East and West and just play. That's really all that matters, bro.
My thing is these guys, and I'm not gonna take credit for this take because actually the president Barack Obama came up with this take, and I love that he said that because he's such a smart individual. These guys play pickup in the summer all the time without hurting each other. Like they know how to. Was that paper in your hat?
There you go, Wayno got me.
He said that you can still see the tag or something.
Yeah. He said he still got the barcode on it. Bro, I never take my barcodes over none of my hats. I just throw them joints on and walk out the door. So
that's funny.
Now,
but
my fly was open.
But that's funny. But yeah, like these guys play. We watch. You can go on YouTube and watch like the Chris Johnson and Nico Harris like runs. These guys do at UCLA and all these other gyms. Like, and they are actually going at each other, but they're not hurting each other. Right. Let's take that same energy because just how I know it's on a smaller platform where everybody got YouTube. Everybody can click Google LeBron James open runs and they can see how LeBron is faring against whoever. They look up Ja Morant open runs. Like everyone has an open run video on YouTube. Right. It's the same thing with the All-Star game. Yes, it's a bigger platform, but just because it's a thing because you're an All-Star, you want to be on Saturday with your street clothes on looking all cool, like don't mean that you can actually compete. I feel like I don't want to bring it back to dunk contest. I feel like guys are more excited about being on the sideline with their street clothes on, with the reaction, like, oh, it didn't actually like cool.
Looking cool, bro. That's
looking cool.
Like, I don't care about looking cool, bro.
Like, bro, like I don't want to sound because of course you're older than me. I don't be like, well, Kobe would never do it. Like, but that's hard for me to. It's hard for the older generation not be like that because those guys actually wanted to play and wanted to compete. So like, just give a damn, bro. That's what it comes down to.
Sorry, bro. When you putting these sorry for your social media, nobody want to watch your story with sorry dudes missing dunks and balls. Man, Jace Richardson, bro, I don't ever want to see you again. Like you out there. First of all, he shouldn't have been out there. He's a chubby 6'1" point guard. I don't care who his dad is.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to body shame, but I'll get so sick of basketball players that are not in shape. Y'all run for a living. Why you got titties and you a 6'1" point guard? And your dad is Jason Richardson, and you going out there falling, busting your head in the dunk contest, bro. I don't ever want to see him again, bro. Get him out of here, bro.
He
you
worked
gotta
out
look
bad.
at dudes they putting him on the story. Like, no, bro. Get your ass out there and do it.
Yeah,
that
bro.
was not cool to watch, bro. That irritated my soul.
Okay, last question before
See him again.
we get off of it. Who is your dream current day? Your 4 dunkers. Like, who's your dream dunk contest lineup? I want to hear because I want to see if you got the same guys.
Guys that are in right now?
Yeah, like that are in the NBA right now. Like, who would you, if you could be Adam Silver and say, I want y'all 4 in a dunk contest next year, who's your lineup you call them?
I stand on this. It's always gonna be Zion, and the 4th I can't remember, but let me find a 4 for you right now. Who would be my 4th guy? Who would be my 4th? And this is what irritates me about today's game, bro. Like, it's a guy that he plays for SMU right now. I can't remember his name, but he gives me so much like J.R. Smith vibes. I gotta find his name. He got dreads. You don't have those coke guys like we had growing up, the Gerald Greens, the J.R. Smith.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I hate that people condemn Cam Thomas so bad. Cause like, bro, we came up on the Lou Wills, the Jamal Crawford, the guys that could go in there and cook real fast. Everybody ain't got to be this. I hate these analytical nerds, bro. Y'all are messing this game up, dog. Who is a just straight highlight dunker that we have not seen? I don't want to see Trey Murphy no more. I'm good. He's a shooter. Damn, who would be my 4th, bro? Ahmed Thompson.
I'm glad you took my answer. I was hoping you wouldn't say that because he's like an athletic freak. But yeah, our list is very similar. It'll be Ja Ant, Ahmed Thompson, and I'm sorry because in my opinion, he gave the best dunk contest performance. I want to see Zach LaVine just so I can see him
back in there.
Like, I would send Zach because I know he's older, but he still has all the bunnies in the world. He still has it. And I feel like he put together the best dunk contest performance ever, just in my personal opinion, between the 2 ones he did on 2015 against 2016 against Aaron Gordon. So I know Vince Carter's the most famous, but in my opinion, Zach LaVine, like with the actual dunks he did. So those 3.
Bro, that's the best one outside of that pairing, and then I think it was the Nate and the White. Like, those are the last 2 like impactful pairings of the dunk contest of our last 10, 15 years. Yeah,
facts. So I was in Ja, Ahmed Thompson, Ant Edwards, and Zach LaVine, like kind of an old guard. Can the young guns take out the old champ? Like that type of storyline. So that's what I would do. But we kind of on the same page on that.
I'm gonna tell you what, you talking about Judge Wayne. One thing I don't want to see again. He can get his ass out of here too. I am tired of Dr. J being on that panel with his hating ass. That might get everybody 6 or 7. Don't matter what they do. I'm sick of. He can go sit on the side. Appreciate you, Dr. J. Salute for what you did. We call you Dr. J and you didn't even have a J, but it is what it is. But anyway, that's all we got for the No Bluffing News, man. We're gonna go to commercial really quick. On the other side, we're just gonna talk about the Grizzlies' expectations coming out of the post All-Star break, what we're expecting to see, what we like to see, and we'll kind of go from there, man. So y'all stay tuned. We'll be right back on the other side of the break of the No Bluffing Podcast.
In Memphis, nothing comes easy, and that's exactly how we like it. This is a city built on hustle, on heart, on grit. And at Carway, our rides are built the same way. Tough, reliable, ready for the grind. No games, no gimmicks, just Memphis-style service. Real, honest, and built on trust. Where grit meets grind, you meet your next ride. Carway, grit, grind, and Pink Beetles.
Move 1 of 1, if there's any way possible, to go get Giannis Antetokounmpo like we talked about yesterday. That's priority number 1. I would love to make it happen. If he had any interest in coming to Memphis, you give them whatever it takes to get him to Memphis.
We could do that move because I don't care about his feelings.
Mm-hmm.
And you just got to make the deal that good that Milwaukee no longer care about his feelings. Mm-hmm. I want this deal done like that. I don't want this deal leaking into the next season or the upcoming draft. I want it done now. I want it done yesterday. That's the kind of G I am. So my deal to the Bucks for Giannis is Santi, Edie, Gigi Jackson, KCP, and 4 first-rounders. You've got to throw the Bane deal at Milwaukee for them to turn their back on their star and say, this is too good to be true. Sorry about your feelings, Giannis. Thanks for the chip. You're off to Memphis, buddy.
Tune into the 2 Buck Sports Show with Rusty Witten and Drew Gann, Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel. In Memphis, we know a thing or two about resilience. From the grindhouse to the Delta, we protect what's ours. But when pests invade your home, it's time to fight back. Grade A Pest knows how to handle what crawls, flies, and bites. With local experience and guaranteed results.
I'm Reggie with Grade A Pest Control. We service the Memphis metro area. That also includes DeSoto and Fayette County as well.
Grade A Pest has the entire Mid-South covered. So if bugs and pests put you to the test, let Grade A solve your problem.
Welcome back to the No Bluffin podcast, where we keep it all the way real, all the way raw, and all the way honest about everything Grizzlies. I am Grizz. To my right, it's my right-hand man, Evan Hayes. We are going to cap the show off today with just some Grizz post All-Star expectations, man. Y'all let me know. I'm trying to the wire headphones this week. I forgot to ask y'all. Give me some feedback. Does it sound better? Is it clearer than it's normally? What you think?
Okay. Like, the only thing I can hear is like when you move, of course, you hear it wrestling with it, but when you held it close to your mouth like this, that's the most clear you sound all day. I know you can't do that the whole time, obviously, but just to give you like a correlation of like how it sounds, you know.
Maybe we'll see. We'll see if we can work it. Maybe I can clip it somewhere. I don't know. We'll
yeah,
see.
that, if you had like a clip on your hoodie or something that could like hold it right here, that would be like perfect because that's the best you sound all day.
But what about previously, like from last week? Because I be using.
Yeah, no,
mic.
you sound better. Yeah,
It
you sound better than compared. Yeah, it's just the only thing like when you move, I hear it wrestling. That's the only thing that's probably coming out for the viewers. So it sounds improving, but that's like the only like nitpick.
I need to sit my head down, basically, what you're saying. I got you. For sure.
And you got a hoodie on. You must got cold, bro. It's cold in the house.
I did. I threw some air on. It was hot outside today, but I threw some AC on. I was like, I'm getting a little chilly, man. So let me throw a little hoodie. I had it on the side of me right here. But yeah, man, going into the rest of the season, we got about 2.5 months, I guess you would say, left of the season. Simple and plain, man. Like, what are you looking for the rest of the year? What developments are you looking to see? Is it certain guys you rather see sit out for the rest of the year and just get back healthy? Like, this, what's your whole outlook? We'll just kind of go from there. And in the comments, obviously, y'all let us know kind of how you feel moving on for the rest of the year. No, we ain't making the damn playoffs, so we
that's not happening.
We know that.
Yeah, definitely engage with us in the comments. I want to hear what y'all have to say about this. When it comes to me, I have a few different scopes of it from a overall team perspective. Like you said, of course, we're not striving for the playoffs. We're in effective tank mode. We're trying to get the highest draft pick. But within that, I still don't want to see the same repeated habits that led to losing. Like, I maybe asked for too much, but I don't want to see the same dumb stuff that got us in the first 10 to 15 games, 20 games of the season, repeating that. We may still lose, but I still want to see things improve. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to see bad offense in the fourth quarter. I don't want to see bad defensive rotations. I would talk about Coach Tomas Islo's rotations, but that's never going to end, especially at this point in the season where where we're losing games on purpose. That's just a beggars can't be choosers type situation. But from a team overall aspect, I want to see improve. I want to see better ball handling when got outside of the guys like Ty Jerome and Scottie Pippen Jr. Because as we've seen, if we don't have those two guys on the floor, our ball handling can be kind of spotty. So that means developing the guys like Cam Spencer or Cedric Coward or Jamal Mashack or Walter Clayton. Like I want to see those guys step into higher roles. So that's from a team overall aspect. Just improvement on things that we were bad at in the first part of the year so we can start building those winning habits. Because everyone knows I'm not a fan of tanking. I'm not a fan of playing uncompetitive basketball. But if we are going to play uncompetitive basketball, at least build winning habits to next year. Because I hate losing. I hate watching losing basketball. So we have to lose, at least make it look good. You feel what I'm saying? So that's from an overall.
Make it look sexy. Like
Exactly. That's from an overall team perspective. From an overall individual perspective, I have a few guys in my head that I really want to see like some promise over these last 2.5, 30 or so games. Number one is our boy, the boy, Gregory Jackson. I want to see the full. I wish my boy Jerry was watching because we call this in the wrestling business called a push. That means like they're making a guy like a more prominent character. They're giving him championships, giving him wins. Right. I want to see the push of GG Jackson. That means starting more games. That means putting him in more situations to sink or swim. Because right now, GG's playing the best basketball of his career. I tweeted, I feel like last week because his last game, he had 21 points and 6 rebounds, had a great game. But I don't want this to be like his rookie year where he's playing good on a bad team because it's not a lot of good guys around him. But the reason I said in that tweet I'm saying now, the only difference is it looks different. In his rookie year, if y'all remember, he had the ball in his hands, he was getting down, like he was controlling out with the ball in his hands. Now he's affecting the game off ball. Now he's getting blocks. Now he's playing defense. Now he's cutting. Now he's coming off pin downs. Like he's getting his buckets differently and efficiently. So I love what I'm seeing, but I don't want to still fall this into the same pattern as his rookie, where we get to next year, he comes back into the shell of himself because of other guys around him. So I want to see a push of GG Jackson. Keep playing like how you playing, but give him more areas and more possibilities for him to keep doing what he's doing now, just in a bigger role. So he may get a matchup where he gets the best opposing wing. I know Jalen Wills, I know you can guard, I know Sid you can guard, but allow GG to sink or swim. Like if he's what we think he could be, which we've gone through up and down with GG this year. The first part of the year, we was like, okay, he can really be competing for the second string small forward. Then he could completely feel out of the lineup, got sent back to South Haven, and now he's on the come up again. If he continues playing like this, he can be a very, very, very good rotational piece on this team, a cornerstone for this team, I feel like, because he has all the talent in the world. But I just want to push him in more position to sink or swim. So that means playing 25 to 28 minutes a night, so be it. That means taking the opposing best wing on the opposite team as a defensive assignment, so be it. That means guarding 1 through 5, so be it. Like, just push him to sink or swim, and because pressure make diamond. Put the pressure on him to be great. That's my number one. I want GG to do his thing and elevate so we can finally see him reach the heights that we were saying when he was an 18-year-old kid out of his freshman year of college. Second, kind of goes along with that. I want to see Cedric Coward also take another step as well, because I've talked about on this show, I've talked about on my Twitter. I know we all see Cedric and Jalen as the current like wing rotation that we currently have for the future, but I really think it's Ced and GG. I just honestly really think so. With just their intangibles on the court, how they can affect the game physically on both ends of the floor, because they're both more athletic than Jalen. They're both longer than Jalen. Pause. They can just do more. They can just do more on the floor that comes naturally to them. So I want to see GG and GG and Ced, my mistake, GG and Cedric Coward both get that push, because we're already getting it for Ced. And I understand he's been kind of banged up in injuries, but I want to see him with more ball handling dudes. I want to see him coming off screens more and playing off the catch, because right now he kind of plays in that dunker spot, plays off the catch a little bit. We don't see him a lot of catch and shoot situations. I just want to have those two just push to the forefront. You know, my last one, and this isn't any specific player at all, I just want to see somebody, whether that's a Ty Jerome or a younger guy like Cam Spencer. I want somebody to play so well that they solidify their space on this team for years to come. Like, I want to see Ty Jerome. If he's gonna be here, he plays so well. Say, hey, we gotta have him be the next vet for these young guys. Or if that's Cam Spencer, he plays so well, saying, okay, he's gonna be our shooter for the future. I don't feel like we have like we don't have a definite set team that we're gonna say we're gonna build around these guys, at least playing right now. Because of course we have Edey, but Edey's not playing in probably the rest of the year. We have said, and we know who that is. But outside of those two, we don't know what this team going to look like in the next 3 to 5 years or 2 to 4 years. I just want to see somebody, whether that's an older guy or a younger guy, with their play and how they speak about the city. Because I understand Kyle Anderson, that could be another guy too, but I'm not expecting Kyle to be a cornerstone. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Because he's older. He's a good glue guy. He's a good role player, but he's not a cornerstone.
Right.
Whoever that may be, I want somebody to step up to say, okay, we got to have that guy. We can't trade that guy for no type of anything. That guy needs to be here.
Yeah.
So, those are my 3 points. I try to keep the 3 points like my pastor says. So those are my 3 points of what I want to see post All-Star expectation. I know people may ask you, do you think Ja's going to play? Do you want Ja to play? I would love to see Ja Morant play, but I feel like he's going to play another game. No. We literally saw a Grizzly PR update. He was nowhere to be seen on that update. We're past we're now in the fourth week of his 1 to 3 week reevaluation.
Hold on, a PR came out today?
It came out today or yesterday with a medical update, and Ja wasn't
For
on.
real?
Yeah.
I missed it, bro. I've been tapped out.
No, I'll make sure I'm not making that up in my head.
Dang,
yeah.
Crazy.
Actually, I could have sworn. Actually, I may be true. I could have sworn I saw a medical update. And anyway, you know what? Maybe I'm tripping. I could have sworn I saw it. Maybe they took it down or something. I could have sworn I saw something. But,
hey, I wouldn't be surprised if he ain't on that shit. I'm 100% with you. I don't think he's going to play another game. Like, what's the point?
There's no point.
It was a post that came out. It was a report came out last week. You can say a report. It was a reporting. I ain't gonna say it was a report. I want to make sure I clarify that. It was a reporting that Ja Morant was surprised about his value coming back or lack thereof value in a deal, and that he was motivated to basically come back and play this season and get his value up or hopefully net an extension. And shout out to my dog. I think it's Jay Winters. We always interact on Twitter. And apparently he had tweeted out something in regards to, like, you know, that didn't come from Ja's camp, you know, all this stuff. And Ja apparently liked the post. And he screenshotted and posted it. And my take was on that, I don't know if I would be excited for Ja looking at.
Yeah.
Because if the reporting, again, it's not a report, it's a reporting, is that he's motivated to come back and play this season. And he's like in your post basically saying that didn't come from his count. To me, that says that he ain't playing the rest of this year.
Yeah, facts.
So I don't know as a Ja stan, because I'm a Grizzly fan. I fool with Ja to the ends. I'm just, irritated the way the last, 6 months have really gone. But I don't know if I would be excited for him to be liking that kind of post and saying, "Oh, this is proof." And again, this ain't a shot to Jay Winters at all. I'm saying more so it was other people that was like co-signing, like, "Yeah, y'all ain't getting this from his camp." Like, no, as a Josh stan, I want him to be actually like the opposite, saying, "Yeah, I'm ready to come back." I want to retweet dudes report if that's the case. Ja not coming back this season just basically furthers the. And I really didn't want to talk about Ja much at all this episode, but it just kind of furthers along the narrative that this is a situation that's not going to play out the way that people that are, again, Ja stans wanted to play out, which is him probably not being on this team next year. Like, we won't go down that road again. But anyway, I'll say this in regards to what I'm expecting, and I'm kind of conflicted on this because, like, the whole Ty Jerome thing, I'm flipped on pretty much everybody on this roster right now, bro. Outside of probably Sid, Edie, and Gigi, like, I don't really, I don't know what to think. I don't know how to process it. I don't know how to plan. Kleiman is kind of in a position to where he's got to really nail this draft, and you got to really pray for, I would say, lottery luck, because this team, in my opinion, is really dependent upon this draft to see where we're going. Like, if you come home with a Cam Boozer and another top guy,
Darius Acuff.
You already know. I'm gonna talk about him in a minute. If you come out, let me just say this: you come out of this draft with a point guard and a power forward, or a point guard and a small forward. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna say this on wax. I think I'm out on Darren Peterson. I think I'm out. If we landed the first pick, I don't think I would get that guy. I done been through enough already, and I don't want to go through that again. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I'm cool. I'm cool.
Yeah.
I'm
Facts.
good. I think he's the best player in this draft.
Yeah.
I'm cool. I'm passing. So with that being said, depending on who you come back home with, who's gonna be in that press conference the day after or 2 days after, that's very key and important to me because I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not high on the Walter Clayton Jr. guy. I think he's a good player. Could he be the franchise point guard moving forward? I don't see it. I just don't. I know he's only played a game and a half for us. I don't see it. Had a great college career. I don't see it. When you talk about Cam is a very good complementary player to a core that you already have as a role player. Cam ain't a starting point guard of the future. He's not a starting two guard of the future. And so with that being said, like, do you already got stuff invested to a certain extent in Javon Small, more than likely. You got stuff invested in now Walter Clayton. You got all these guards, bro. I just don't know, like, what do you do? Like, do you rotate these dudes out every other night and say, hey, 2 of y'all sit, 2 of y'all play? What type of development are you expecting to get, especially from guys, again, in my opinion, they're not your franchise guys. I think you can go into this draft and go get your guy at the point guard spot. Like you said, Darius Acuff is my pick, 100%. I don't
our
understand
pick
the
at this
slander on
point.
him.
Our pick at this point, sure.
I don't get the slander on him at all. A bunch of people making the same, just in my opinion, just ignorant assessments of him. They saying he's small. They saying he's short. Dude, he listed 6'3". I don't think that's correct. I think he's shorter than that. But who cares, bro? Like, he's out there doing everything he wants on the court. And he's leading that team to wins and doing it in an impactful way. So, like I said, it really depends on what you do in the draft. But I don't know what you get out of playing a Ty Jerome that's putting up 20 and 8 every single night in 20 minutes, and a team that's taken for the best, basically the best pick they can get. I don't see what you get out of that. You have to, like I said, juggle the point guard situation. Me personally, I would love to see Ced try to get some more reps, especially as more of the lead guy with Jaren and Ja, again, presumably not playing. Same with Edie. I would just much rather him get his foot together for the rest of the season. Yeah. Same with Edie. Whether he's cleared in the next 2 weeks or not, I would much rather him just rest up and be ready for next year. We know those are the 2 guys moving forward. We know that for sure. 2 of the core that we're trying to build. But the rest of these dudes, Scottie Pippen included, I just don't know, bro.
We're very directionless right now. That's why I said with my last point, I should have said that a little better, but I want somebody to establish themselves as the future so we can have a direction. Like, that's we're on the same page on that. Because right now, like you said, no matter if it's Ty or Scotty or Cam or Jamal Meshack or like Walter Clayton, these guys that we brought in, no one is untouchable. Like, no one is like bulletproof. You feel me? Like, the only 2 guys are bulletproof, at least in the franchises. I still don't think they see Gigi's bulletproof, but we know it's said.
He didn't even say his name. Kleiman did, so I don't.
Yeah, like, we think Gigi should be bulletproof, but that's why I say, to my first point, if we can push him to that, he can attain to be bulletproof in the eyes of the franchise. Right. So I just want to see a direction, and I understand we may not find that direction until we get to the draft and whenever the draft is in those weeks afterwards and summer league and all that. But if I could wave a magic wand, I think getting reps out of Ty Jerome yes, he's going exactly against what we want to do, which is losing. Mm-hmm. But I do think having a competitive guy be around your young guys, just that by osmosis, I feel like that can work well together because you can only do so much in a practice gym. I feel like having those live reps with Ty out there can help a Ced, can help a Gigi, can help a Jamal Meshack, can help a Javon Small. That's why. Like, yeah, it may not lead to wins or losses the way we want, but I feel like having a vet guy on the floor that can control the game, I feel like makes guys better. That's just my personal opinion.
Yeah. So with that being said, and I guess you would say in a perfect world, because expectations and what I would rather see is like totally different. I expect them to basically just kind of do what they've been doing, running this system, this same type of minute restriction / rotation. And squeezing what they can out of the season while ethically tanking. I think that's what the expectation is. For me, if I'm Zach Kleiman, I'm telling the team at this point, Ty Jerome, you had a calf injury. You came back. You got some reps under your belt. You showed everybody that you can hoop still. Get you some rest, my dog. Said, we didn't hope for this season to go this way. You got a little foot injury. That's what you've been kind of nursing. We know what you can be. Get that health that you've been kind of slow over the last couple of weeks anyway, for whatever the reason may be. I got a running joke that it's because he keep coming to these games with no haircut and no Michael Jordan t-shirt on. As soon as he stopped coming to the games with a haircut and Michael Jordan shirt on, he started slowing out. He's like he went away from the troll and he ain't getting chopped and it's just throwing his whole game off. So if he don't come with a haircut, well, Michael Jordan t-shirt on,
feed into the memes. Memes is the way to go. Just feed into the memes. It was working. He had the game. He went off on national TV against Philadelphia. He came in there with a fresh chop and a Michael Jordan shirt on. And now, like, just feed into it, bro. That's all you need to do.
Man. So, he can sit down. Edie can sit down. You do what you will with BC. I say let Slow-Mo continue to play just for the young guy that's out there having some type of veteran. Look like he having a little fun anyway. See what you can get out of, I guess, what's his name? Omax and
Olivier Prosper. Yeah.
I don't know if I take them really serious as guys of the future.
Nah.
Mainly because I'm tired of just having deep-ass roster with a bunch of guys that are okay. Like, I think Jemiah is going to be decent. Do I think he's Tony Allen in the flesh? No, I don't. I just really don't. And so, like, is it worth and I hate saying this because I'm not trying to shit on the guy at all. It's just in this next era, I'm tired of holding on to guys, bro. I'd much rather us have a strengthened top 10, maybe even top 9, and the rest of them dudes, 3-4 guys that's just like they trying to vie for some playing time. I am tired of the 18 guys on our roster, 15 plus 3 two-ways, and it's like, oh, this guy's exciting. Why are we going to sign him for the year? You got to keep educating people that don't really understand the business of it. Why we ain't gave him a contract? Well, we don't have enough room, and he's not really that good. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and we have a lot of, and especially over this Zach Kleiman era, we have a lot of utility guys. Like Steve Smith said it best when I know this isn't a football podcast, but he had these things called Jags, like just a guy, like. We don't have a lot of guys that have specialties, at least over these past Grizz next gen era, if you can call it that anymore. We don't have a lot of guys that have a specialty talent. Like I hate to keep using them as a comparison, but OKC is a great example. Like they have their 1 through 9. Each of those guys have specific talent and they have specific skill, and they're gonna stay at 9 and 10 guys.
Right.
John Conchar is not getting a lick of minutes on the Oklahoma City Thunder.
No.
Jamal Meshack is not getting a lick of minutes on Oklahoma City Thunder. Olivia Massey Prosper. Like, we've had these guys on the roster, like, for the past this whole era that they're just there to be there, and they're okay at a lot of things. We need specialists. We need guys that are
we need ball players, bro.
Yeah, just straight up and play ball.
I'm sick of the pet projects and the feel good stories. Like, it's a feel good story, but like, bro, I'm tired of. I got blue balls at this point, bro. Give me some hoopers, bro. I'm over that.
I see what you're saying, but I want ballers that can still play their role. Like they can still play their role and be great and be great at that one thing. Like Carson Wallace, he's a ball player, but he's great at shooting the freaking basketball. He's great at defending. Like that's like his team. We don't have like. I'm trying to really think over these past few years. Like my guy that I'll always get up at that I hate we let go, and I understand why we're not getting to it on this show. But DeAnthony Melton. I love that he was here because he was a great defender. He can handle the ball. Man, he was good. He was great at a lot of things, like a lot of small things that you're great at. Those are the type of guys new in this roster. They can do a little bit of everything, but their specialty is one thing. We don't have those anymore. And hopefully in this draft, or if we do anything in the offseason, we can find that because we've had too many utility guys. That guys are just there.
I'm sick of it, bro. I'm so over it. Give me some hoopers. Like Ty Jerome, and I think that's why like guys like me and you, like that's why we're so excited about him, because it's like, damn, we finally got a dude that's he's a hooper. We finally got a basketball player. Not a guy that's gonna go out there. I mean, yes, you want guys to run that's gonna slide on the floor, but that shit can really get you only so far, bro. Like you're not putting the ball in the hoop, slide on the floor. You're not putting the ball in the hoop, giving good interviews, like coming in with nice outfits or
good energy on the bench or good energy on the bench.
Bro, I'm so tired of talking about that shit. It's the same thing as like talking about dude happiness. I'm tired of talking about shit that ain't got to do with basketball, bro. Give me some basketball players on my
Your job is to play basketball. Play basketball.
About this shit like it's a goddamn it's a group home or a goddamn
like we calling people like
this is not a what's that shit, a psychiatrist
and this may be controversial, but I think you or the comments may disagree with me. That's why I'm ready to get off Brandon Clark.
I'm ready to get off Brandon Clark. Y'all wait till people break down and the car don't work no more. Y'all, that's y'all problem. Y'all love dudes to the end. No, I don't love it to the end. I see some shit that it ain't working, bro.
It don't act right. Get a new car.
BC should have been traded 3 years ago.
Yeah, like I've been ready to get off BC for at least 2 seasons now. Being that he's played like 8 games in the past 2 years.
Man, we wait way too long for these dudes, bro.
I think, because everybody said, what about the Minnesota series? But he was great for that series individually, like that specific series. But outside of that, you cannot name me the amount of value that BC has really attributed to this franchise outside of that one series. I'm not saying he's been bad. I'm not saying he's been a terrible player. But like, what is he actually? Yeah, but what is he actually adding to the game of value that we can't get on another guy on another roster or maybe a cheaper contract?
Well, the nerds would have told you, well, Jaren plays his best basketball and BC is beside him. Okay, so he's playing with his best friend. Who gives a damn? Like
they both weird and dressed like vampires together. Like we understand that. Like, well,
I was hoping they would have shipped his ass to Utah too, because I'm like, I know he's like dying on the inside on the side of that bench right now. But, bro, like I told you, like Ja and BC's rookie year, me and my pops had season tickets, so we going to every game. And like I'm watching the way Ja, like what he's doing, I'm watching certain players. I'm looking at BC. I'm like, but this dude don't really have a damn skill. Like
he's just there.
Like, he's a guy that he plays hard, but like he don't have a damn skill. Like he gets the ball in the high post, he would give either a dribble handoff or he would turn around, 1 dribble, 2 dribble, pogo stick, and that was lethal. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, what else did he do? And then something weird happened with his shot between year 1 and year 2.
Yeah.
Really, I guess you was really say during that COVID. It wasn't a lockout. What did they call it? Just that COVID break. Like it seemed like some Hitch winning this shot over that 3-4 months or whatever. But yeah, bro. Like I said, he should have been gone. Like he's a 6'7" freaking center. Like that's insane, and he can't do much of nothing else.
Yeah. So. Yeah, man. I feel like we're both on the same page on that, which is kind of rare because most time we disagree on things like that. But yeah, we can get that man up out of here. But his trade value, trade value is in the dumpster. Like his trade value is beyond hell. Nobody wants, and we need to get off these bad contracts. Like BC and these little just utility guys in the bench. We can just completely do a whole. If we're going full blown tank mode, that means getting off of guys that we don't need. Like, if we're really going to build for the future, we can't just have guys that are just going to be here. They don't have a full-term, substantial plan like that fits into. That's why I said about Cam Spencer. Do I feel like he's going to be the point guard of the future? No, he's going to be a shooting guard. But can he probably just be the knockdown shooter and come down and shoot some basketballs? Yeah, like, if that's going to be his role, he needs to establish that by shooting 50, 40, 90 like he was early in the year on maybe like 7 attempts a game. 7 3-point attempts a game. That's what I want to see.
And we got to find that out quick too, bro. Because when you going back to the thing, you got him, you got Jalen. Like, I think we all agree, Jalen's gonna be better too to coming off that bench at the guard. I mean, the shooting guard, small forward, bench replacement, like long term. He's not a star. So if you got him, and ideally you probably want to throw another wing out there with length and size. You got to decide what you're gonna do with Cam.
Yep, you got to.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm really with you, bro. The biggest thing that I'm looking for is just continued growth. Like, when all this shit said and done, continued growth from GG. I want him to submit himself as a guy that was just what they say, just a slip of the tongue. He wasn't mentioned by Climate, but he has to be here moving forward.
Yeah.
And then let's see what happens with the draft. I'm going to go to a couple of questions real quick, and then we can, kind of transition and get up out of here. King Meek says, Evan, who's the better rapper between PC?
Oh, that's funny. Trash and trash. Which one do I go with?
Damn.
Not good. Not good and not great. Which one do I go with? I guess Jaren. But bro, he blew me so much. Like he was on somebody's stream. He said, who's your favorite rappers into right now? He just named the most weird off-brand dudes he never heard. I'm like, who are these people? I'm like, why are you so weird? Like, you only gotta say J. Cole, say like a Wale or something, or like ASAP Ferg. Like, just if you want to be different, say something like that. Don't say these dudes like Baby Tron 5000, like all this dumb.
Bro,
like,
who is that?
like,
How'd you find him, bro?
Exactly. Like, who are these people? But yeah, I guess Jaren, but they're both pretty terrible. If you're in my car and I put on some Jaren or BC, you need to really check with me, make sure I'm okay. So that's gonna be my final answer.
I would never in my life put that shit on in my car, ever in my life. We got another King Mix comment. He said, "Can the team sign another person like another big man?" Technically, I think they got one roster spot, and they the 10-day for Lawson Lovering. You got to, I guess they trying to figure out what they're gonna do with Omac because I think his days are running out, so they either have to sign him to a real deal. Or let him go, which at that point another team can just sign him to a regular roster spot. I'm gonna be honest with you. You can let that man roll if it's in my opinion. Like, it's been cool. Again, it's been cool. It's been an experience. Thank you, Omax, for giving energy in those couple of games that you did when we had our full roster or main guys. We don't have them guys no more. You are no longer needed. I don't want you as the backup power forward, the backup small forward. Thank you for the energy. We'll holler at you. And like you said, to your point, yes, go get a big man. Even if it's Lawson Lovering, I don't think it's fair for Gigi or Santi in a tanking season to have to play center every night. I just don't think that's cool.
Yeah, I agree with you. Excuse me. I feel like they are trying to decide to do an Omax, but in my dark and twisted head, I feel like they're not trying to get a center because I feel like they're trying to lose even more. So if they get a center, they may give them a better chance to win. So,
but it's a waste of development time because
it is
ain't
true.
Gonna be no center. It's the same shit that happened to Bruno Caboclo. Just put that man at center. Now he ain't never got a shot ever after this. He's not a center, bro. Like, come on, dog.
He's a nah. I understand. So I hope they find a center, and if that means they dispense Omax, so be it. But yes, I hope we do find a center eventually.
For sure. We had a couple of more in here. I'm gonna go back to King Meeks. How many games you think they win the rest of the year?
Edward is like Edward, like my brother.
He was talking about Wayno and your brother, but I want to pose it to you. Like, what do you think?
I always, because at the beginning of every year, y'all know I say the wins record is my goal, right? If that means successful Grizzlies season. If y'all know the wins record is 56 and 26. So my thing, we're gonna go the exact opposite. We're gonna go 26 and 56. That's my final prediction at the end of the year. Because right now we're at 20 wins right now. I feel like we go 6 and 21 or something like that, if my math is correct, the rest of the way. So it's 26 and 56 is my final record prediction.
I got them winning 4 games.
4 games. So that would be a 24 and 58 on the year.
Yep. 4 more games.
4.
Get y'all ass mollywopped every night. I don't care.
If that means me getting Darius A cuff, I'm happy at this point. So
let's talk about that. We can end the show because we had a couple of comments in here about like who they want to target for the draft. We got David Owen said he wants to target a center, I believe. I think Wayno said a backup plan or insurance for Edie, which is based on center with the first pick. What you got? What you got on that?
If I have the first pick in the draft, I'm drafting AJ DeBonsa or Kevin Bruiser. If I have like the number 1 pick, because this is 2 sides to that.
1 through 3. 1 through 3.
Yeah. 1 through 3. Yeah. Because I think AJ DeBonsa is generational. Well, I don't say generational. We throw that word around too much. I say not generational. Let me pump the. I feel like he is game changing at least. Like he can really put you on a team, and maybe if he hits, he puts you over the hump.
Gotcha.
I think Boozer, I feel like he fits what this team needs, which is that 4 position, to fill that Jaren hole. And he's like, I see him like a Paulo Banchero type, that he's rough around the edge, but he's physically imposing. He can score at all 3 levels. And you can have him develop a handle. What are you laughing at?
Not you, bro. My bad.
Yeah.
We got a super
Here's
chat.
a comment.
Thank you. MB34012.
340.
Thank you for the super chat. He said trade Ja, he can't shoot. I think that's coming, brother.
He's coming. Give us like 3 months. It's probably gonna be there. Yeah,
maybe 2. Goddamn it.
Yeah, maybe 2.
Get out the playoffs. He might be gone. So
Yeah.
just hold on, brother. Hold on.
Well, yeah, definitely Devonta. If we get a top three pick, Devonta and Boozer. I'm not gonna be mad at either one, but I want them for different reasons. Because we get Devonta, that's a whole like cluster between him, Sed, and Jalen and Gigi, and that's just. I don't like teams that draft guys into clouded rotations. Like, I feel like that's one of the worst things you can do to a rookie. Like, a rookie draft that high shouldn't have to be fighting for his minutes with guys play his position. Mm-hmm. Could we figure it out if we draft him? Like, I'm not going to be mad if we get AJ Devonta because I feel like he's a great, great player.
Yeah.
But I'd rather have Cameron Boozer. But the other guy, because there's a chance we can have 2 first-round picks. Darius A-Cup Jr., learn Memphis Grizzly. You're already in Arkansas. Just take, like, a 2-hour drive from Arkansas to Memphis. Like, I cannot stress enough because I have to shout out you because you're the reason I'm so fixated on this guy. So shout out you for having your scouting hat on. When I watch this dude play, y'all, like, he's stocky, strong, like he's built solid. He's a New York guard, tough guard, plays at his own pace, can score at all 3 levels. He can distribute ball with the best of them. He's a very capable defender. He attacks the rim very well. Like I've never been so excited since Ja Morant for a point guard prospect because he doesn't play like a regular 18 and 19-year-old kid. Like he plays controlled and he doesn't depend on just his raw athleticism to get by people. Like you see that a lot in freshman guards. Like they're either like super athletic or they're super shifty or they can just shoot the pill out the ball.
Yeah.
Right. And they that's their clutch crutch. My bad. That's their crutch to win games. But he's leading a very good Arkansas team with a pretty decent supporting cast around him. And he's leading the basketball games in a very competitive SEC because he knows how to control the game at all 3 levels. Like there was a game, I felt they were playing Mississippi State or some game where he was shooting bad the whole game. But those last 45 minutes of the second half, like he just caught fire, just took the whole game out of reach. Like I wish I can't remember. I think they were playing Mississippi State, but I hope you know what game I'm talking about. Like they was on the road. He missed like 2 free throws down the stretch. After he missed them free throws, he just locked in. Like I'm impressed, bro. Like I am so impressed. So if you come out this draft, getting your point guard feature, presuming Ja Morant will not be here, and Darius A-Cuff, and getting your forward and Cameron Boozer, for me, that's the perfect draft. And he's a Calipari guard. Like I don't know why people are so up in arms. Like he's not gonna be good when John Calipari has probably the best track record in the current NBA or the dude that's currently coaching college basketball of producing good guards in the NBA. Like, do we have to go down? Look at the All-Star game. Look how many Calipari guys are literally in the freaking All-Star game. And we're questioning.
I saw a crazy stat this weekend. They put it on there in regards to Cal. I think it was I was watching maybe it wasn't the All-Star game. I think it was the night I was watching. It was Arkansas versus Auburn. And they were talking about, I think it was it wasn't wealth. But it was comparing the amount of earnings that Calipari players have made in the NBA to country like countries. I had to go overall, find it. It wasn't like the country's worth or something like that, but it was a crazy stat. I gotta go find it. If y'all know what I'm talking about, please. I should have took a picture or been more prepared for it, but it was a crazy number. Basically, Calipari on this list, his players were like ranked 3rd or 4th out of like 8 in revenue for something was tracked. I can't remember what it was, bro. But yeah, anyway, I'll go deeper and further on my A-Cup stuff when it gets close to the draft. That's who I'm stamping. I will say, don't listen to these analytic guys. Don't listen to these mocks because a few weeks ago they had A-Cup like 18. Some of them a few weeks ago had him 21. The dude been playing the same way the whole year. And now I think Tankathon got him as high as 9. Me personally, on my big board, he's like number 5. And I may even squeeze him in at number 4. And I love Caleb Wilson. I'll be honest with you. I love him. He excites me.
Yeah, he's tough. Yeah.
I think if you're talking about a guy that you want to hand the keys to your franchise to, especially going into the same situation that we did when Mike was on his way out of here. We got Ja. You know, and I want to address this comment from Phil. Appreciate you for tapping in, bro. I don't know if you watch the show like that, but we are not Ja haters on this show. I'm just I know for a fact he won't be here opening night. And if he is, great. But it's not that I'm rooting for him to be traded. All reports, all rumblings around the organization, them two sides ain't seen eye to eye, and he just won't be here, bro. Like, and I don't think me coming on here saying I want him to be here or me just being positive about him being here next year is gonna make him be here. Like, that's not gonna change nothing. I think it's done. And then y'all didn't get that from them moving on from Jaren. I don't know what else to tell you, bro. So dude gone. This is who I'm on for my third pick. I am praying that we'll do draft. I'll just say I'm putting my stamp on here.
Yeah.
I did it on Twitter a week ago. Like, I think we post on Mondays. I think like Tuesday or Wednesday, I was putting my flag in the Arenas fan club. That dude is gonna be a pro. And if y'all are sleeping on him for percentages, shame on y'all, because y'all are not watching the games. Y'all watching box scores. That dude got everything in his game to be a high-level small forward on the next level. And his daddy is a freaking – I watched a video today of him putting him through a workout. I'm sitting there like, bro, Gil is crazy.
He's playing 1-on-10. Like, he's going full court playing 1-on-10. I'm like, yo, I could just imagine when he was like Elijah, he was like 10, just like, no, you finna go to this park, play all the 18-year-olds. Hey, actually, let's go to the gym. I'm finna bring my crew. Go play these boys. And you finna get your tail kicked for 2 hours straight. Like, Buddy is stupid. I like Elijah. Let me just say that. I do like Elijah, but I see that being the same problem if we get AJ. It's just too much of a cluster in that wing rotation. I would love we got Elijah. I would love it. But I just don't believe in drafting guys so high when you already have so many guys at that position. That's the only thing I go against it. But I like Elijah as well.
Man, give it to me. Jalen Wells can bounce. Gigi, you're gonna have to. Hey, Elijah has franchise guy talent.
Yeah.
And he just got back playing basketball after being off for 9 months for a car accident. Like, so that's why I don't really get the people talking about his shoot percentages, bro. He ain't been hooping. His legs ain't there yet.
No, it's not.
But if you look at his mechanics with his shot, look at his handle, look at his ability to get to the rim and cause fouls, his ability to play defense, because he's getting after it on defense. He ain't even got back to his athletic ability yet, just because he ain't got his wing yet. Dude is a 6'8" freak of nature when it comes to athleticism. Like, just hold on. Just give him time. And if you think, I think it was your brother posted he wants Wagler out of Illinois. He cool.
Yeah. Nah.
They play this Wednesday. It's USC versus Illinois.
Yeah.
Just watch. Just watch what happens.
Yeah.
Watch.
I'm personally not sold on Wagner. Just Wagner, how you say his name. I'm personally not sold on him. Like, he's not a bad prospect, but it just, his game doesn't scream translatable to the NBA like right away. Like, it just doesn't give that. Like, he's a little smaller frame. You can build that like body wise, but he just doesn't seem to be ready. Like, oh, that's the guy that's gonna change my franchise. Like all the other guys we named, I feel like those guys can. But that's one guy people been throwing around that I'm not personally sold on yet.
Right. Yep. But yeah, man. We'll get more, like, when we get closer to the draft, we'll do the breakdowns even further and stuff like that. But those just kind of our early favorites for that. Get us some talent in the door. Get these average guys out of the way. If we're gonna transfer to a new era, I want some guys that's gonna have the form rocking. That's gonna have guys, that's gonna have kids tapped in. I think if you go into the draft and get you some, just some exciting but also impactful, productive players on this team, I think I'm excited for the new era, bro. Especially what we already got to build up on it. So, take your life away, Grizzlies. I don't give a damn. Lose. One more thing, we'll get out of here because I know my boy, his laptop is going dead. It was one question. Phil, he said all that tank shit don't automatically get us a high pick. Ask the Wizards and Jazz. The only thing that I will say to that is the same thing that happened to us. If you remember, and I'm gonna end on this, a couple years back, 2019 to be exact. we were ethically tanking in, where we were trying to win basketball games. We just didn't have the talent. We didn't have the firepower. But those games were exciting as hell every single night. That's why I became a freaking Bruno Caboclo fan. That's why I talk about him so much, because that's how invested I was at the end of that season, even though I know we wasn't winning.
Yeah.
If you go back to that season, we ethically tanked our way. We had the 8th highest odds, I believe, back then.
Yeah.
And
Second.
jumped all the way up to 2, and we got blessed with Ja Morant. So I would say this to your comment, Phil. I see the exact same thing happening. Like, we're not blowing games. We've been sitting here playing guys on minute restrictions the whole season, 25 to 20 minutes the whole season, and it has lost us games. As long as he don't go out there and play them dudes now, 35 minutes a night out of nowhere, it looks weird.
We'll be all right.
I think we're going to be fine. You know, we got the Utahs and all them, I think they're going to be the ones that don't get blessed with it. I think we're going to get blessed for just playing how we playing. You know, doing what we do. So that's all we got for this day. What you got before we get up out of here, bro?
I was gonna say, if you want to do something, make some money, FanDuel pick of the week, put the banner up there. If you're tapped in on HBCU ball like I am, Jackson State and Bethune-Cookman is currently playing right now. ESPNU.
Everybody watching this shit. I'm just playing.
Shout out Mo Williams. Jackson State is a 1.5 underdog. I think they're gonna win that game. It's currently 24-29 with 5 minutes left in the first half. So yeah, that's all I got, y'all. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I got for tomorrow. No, I got tonight. I'm tripping. You got Houston versus Iowa, the number 2 seed. Houston didn't jump all up to number 2. Is insane. They're going against 6 Iowa. I don't know why they are the underdogs in this. Houston is, but I would take that 122 plus 122. It's a plus bet. That means you will basically easily double your money on that one.
Facts.
I would take that all day. Iowa State is good. I think they just took down somebody the other day. I think was it Arizona?
It was Arizona. That'd be Arizona.
Yeah. So that's a good team over there. But I'm still gonna take Houston, even though they on the road. I met with Kevin Sampson and Kingston Flemings over there. That's a good ball club. So anyway, let us know how y'all feel about those in the comments. We're going to get up out of here. As we always say, man, do something this week that makes you feel good, that makes you happy, that puts a smile on your face, because that's what matters at the end of the day. And we'll catch y'all next week. As we always say, I think my boy Evan is gone. So I'm going to get up out of here. Go Grizz!
Thank you for listening to this episode of the No Bluffing Podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, like and subscribe to Bluff City Media's YouTube page. For comprehensive coverage of all things Memphis sports, head over to www.bluffcitymedia.co and find out how you can become an insider. We will see you back here next week.